Hi, everyone. It's Kelly from the Hub, here today with Penny Talbert, Executive Director of the library. Hello there, Penny.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. There's Piper, her dog, who's very cute, and you can see very excited about doing an interview with us today.
Yeah, talked about it all morning.
Yeah, she had a lot to say. So, Penny and I were talking about there are right now 7 fantastic things at the library. And so we're going to talk about all 7 of them because it's good to have good news.
Well, there's way more than 7, but there's 7 we're going to talk about.
Correct. There are way more than 7. So the first is summer reading. Why are we super excited about summer reading this year?
Because it's over.
Yeah. And okay, so there's a joke at the library because summer reading under regular circumstances is incredibly labor intensive. It's very stressful, but it's super fun for everybody. But this year, because it was so different, but still kids had fun, adults had fun. We're sending out prizes, we're sending out coupons.
Kids got to go visit their local parks with their families because of Wellspan's Go Lancaster program that fits within the summer reading stuff. So yeah, I mean, it is a very hectic time for us every year. We want to make sure the kiddos all have a great time and that they continue with reading over the summer, because it's kind of even more important now since the school situation is the way it is, that we make sure that all of our kids have a reason to read. So in a way it was more important than normal, but yeah, we're always pretty happy when we can take a sigh, just kind of take a breath and regroup. So.
Yeah.
But it was a good summer reading. Our kids, I don't have all the final stats yet, but they've read over 350,000 minutes this summer. So great job.
Fantastic. That's wonderful. All right, next on the list, the locker service. People are loving this locker service.
Well, I mean,
right, what's not to love?
Pick out the book and someone else goes to the shelf and gets it off and checks it out for you and puts it in a little hole for you to go pick up. I mean, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
people are enjoying it.
Yeah, people are doing it. They're happy about it. They're telling their friends. It's a hot item.
It is, and I think it's new, so you have to kind of get used to it. Before, when you would go in and you would browse all of the books, you kind of have to pick out what you want, but there are ways to do it. Just as an example, there is a Chrome extension that you can put on your browser so that if you're looking at Amazon, it'll tell you whether that book is available in your library.
Everybody's getting that right now.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to find ways to browse virtually, those ways are out there.
Well, I mean, when I learned about Wildbreary, which is that service that you can sign up that tells you when the new books are coming to the library, I did it. And then you can just go, okay, and you just put that into your thing so it shows up in the locker the next time.
Yeah, it's really cool. If people are watching and they're not signed up for Wildbreary yet, I would highly recommend you go to wildbreary.org and sign up for our weekly newsletter. It shows up Wednesday mornings in your mailbox, and it is every new item that has been added to the collection in the last week.
Oh, it's my new favorite thing. I love it. So we're talking. So we go from lockers to in-person. We're doing in-person 2 days a week. How's it going? The last time that we chatted, we were in the library and we saw all the kids and we had fun and they loved seeing us. Are people loving it?
So I think the winner so far in that little 30-minute window of browsing, we had a family that were able to check out 85 items. So I think they're the winners so far. But yeah, I mean, look, we're going to have some challenges with education in the next couple of months, and having a browsing collection of materials is really important for families. So we're trying to purchase items that we think people will be able to use. in our current normal. I'm no longer calling it the new normal. It's just our current normal.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think both of these things have their place. So we're trying to offer a variety for patrons to get what they need.
Yeah. Another thing that was added that we absolutely have to talk about that's on the list are these grab bag / binge boxes. And I got to tell you, for someone who has sort of made their own kind of one, like I remember several years ago doing a Jack Nicholson night, and boy, that was fun. And so talk about what these little binge boxes things are.
So the grab and go bags. So there's actually two things. We have binge boxes, which are movies.
Okay.
You can I think there's like an old man binge box. There's like grumpy old men, and so there's all kinds of, I think they're clever, but that's because I made them. They all think they're clever. But our grab and go bags, this new program, you can go to our website, EphrataPublicLibrary.org, and click on the link for grab and go bags. And you just tell us, hey, I would like a level 2 easy reader bag, and librarians will go and pick items that are level 2 easy reader. Or, hey, I want the Geronimo Stilton bag. We'll pick a bunch of them and send them along. For adults, we're doing cozy mysteries, we're doing thrillers, we're doing, I think, general fiction, romance, inspirational, historical, stuff like that. So, it's also a good way to discover new material, new authors that you never heard of before. And, if you've got little ones, you can say, hey, I need board books. You don't even have to think beyond that. We'll take care of it from there. Because we know that at bedtime, as long as there's a book.
Right. And then when you get several of them, you don't have to read the same one every single night, except when you do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some books you will read every night.
Yeah.
No matter how many books you have. But yeah, so grab and go, we are looking for ways to make things as easy as possible for our patrons. So this is kind of no muss, no fuss, low effort on their part, and still getting good materials to read.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, the library has become, in this time, I mean, not that it wasn't before, because it really was then too. It's so concierge. This is personalized reading services. We also have personalized computer services. We have personalized reference services, this is, if people are not sort of it's like having a personal shopper, a personal everything. We're curating your literary universe.
And I have to tell you that, our librarians know the community, they know the patrons that come in. Sometimes when I do book purchases, I will buy a book and specifically say, so-and-so is going to love this book. And then when it comes in, call them and say, hey, I have a book that I think you're going to love. I think that we're unique in a way that we're able to do that for our patrons. And all of the librarians enjoy being able to do that.
Well, yeah, because being connected to the community means those things.
Right. Like I know which kids in 5th grade love to learn yo-yo tricks.
I mean, talk about a niche market, but still, there's probably.
When I get a book on yo-yo tricks, I know which kids I'm calling. So, yeah, you get to know weird things about people in your community when you start trying to make sure that they have reading material.
That's fantastic. Talk about other things that are making people happy. Passports has been open for about a month and a half at this point, and busy every slot.
Yep. I believe that every appointment that we've run so far has been full. And we are scheduling out now, like 3 or 4 weeks out for, I think, 5 days a week, maybe 4 or 5 days a week we're open in there. So yeah, we aren't making any kind of guarantees about when you're going to receive your passport, but we will certainly put it in the queue because they are processing passports as they were received.
Yeah.
So remember, they had to go all the way back to the beginning of March. So it'll take a while, but sometimes you need a passport. So get in line if you know that you need one, because it's not going to be the 6-week turnaround that we may have been used to.
Right.
And we also do photos. So if you need your photos, we can do those too.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop for all that stuff. So the next thing on the list is the book sale. We did a book sale a couple of weeks ago,
And it was
and
so much fun. It was so much fun to see our patrons again.
it was amazing. And you know what? I mean, talk about community. I was just talking about this morning with somebody. When people drove up, I noticed that they had a little bit of a look on their face like, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm not sure how this is going to work. And then they rolled down their window, and all of us were like, hey, it's so good to see you. And they were like, I love these people.
Yeah, it was
almost
probably
like
one of the best things since all of this started.
Yeah.
Like, as we've opened up, I know, I remember the first time I watched the very first virtual story time. Like, I just started crying because it was so monumental. And the first time we opened the building to the public. And it was the same way at the book sale, when people would pull up and realize that, oh my gosh, all those weird people at the library are still there. And, you know, we would take their money and put books in their trunk, and it was a lovely day.
It was
successful.
And we saw kids that we hadn't seen. We saw dogs that we never get to see. And it was so part of the community that day. It was
books were the fact that we just decided to schedule another one.
Yeah, because absolutely. So the next book sale is September 12th. Drive through just like before. Change the time to make it better for, I think, everybody around. So we're doing it 8 to 12.
Yeah, it was a little toasty and on the macadam without shade.
So for those of us who have skin that is pretty much see-through, I tend to burn, and we got a little bit that day.
So I think the 8 to 12 deal will work out well. We have different genres that we're doing this time. We heard feedback from people. So we're doing general fiction again, because everybody loves general fiction. And then we're doing biographies, cookbooks, and then we're going to try 2 different kinds of children's books, the read aloud bag or a juvenile bag. So $10 gets you at least 5 hardcover and paperbacks in your bag. You can't pick. It's a grab bag,
which is fun. You got to see it as a surprise and an experience and a way to learn new stuff. And here's the thing. If you don't like one, that's okay. You can swap with someone who's a neighbor down the street who probably got a grab bag too.
Or just put them in one of the little libraries around town that people can pick up, or gift them. I mean, it's the best gifts. So gift them to someone if you don't like them. But this sale, though, the last sale, Weaver's Nut sponsored it, and we were giving away chocolate. This sale is all about the ice cream.
I can't even wait. I want to get a bag too, because we're giving away, because Dairy Queen in town is sponsoring the amazing.
They're the best sponsor ever, and they're giving away ice cream cakes. They're giving away blizzard cakes, and they're giving away sundaes and blizzards. So if you buy a bag, there's a very good chance there's going to be a coupon in there for something. And if you're very lucky, you're going to get one of those amazing blizzard cakes.
Okay, I didn't even know those existed. And when I went on their website, I thought, I wonder how many I could buy.
Oh my gosh.
They look so good.
Wildbreary one that looks so good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
so as a bonus, you could get books, but you could come for the Dairy Queen coupons.
Probably win some ice cream, but it is a great sale. We need fundraisers like this at the library to keep our doors open.
Right.
Let's not forget that we have to raise over 40% of our salaries and all of our operational expenses and everything.
Right.
These little book sales, even though they just make little dents, it's what we need to do right now to keep things going at the library. So if you don't really need a bag of books, come anyways, and hold on to them, and you can donate them back to us eventually. But we need your help to keep everything running right now.
Yeah. And the last thing is also about something that's pretty special that we became recipients of. Let's talk about this really cool grant.
So we got a PhD CARES grant from the Pennsylvania Humanities Council. And that grant is going to help fund some much needed programs that are being run both by the library and the hub.
Yep.
So it's money for both of us.
Yay.
This comes from Federal CARES Act money, and we are going to be using this to help pay for some of our collections, to help pay for some of our staff salaries in order to continue offering services, and also to put together a pretty cool documentary film festival. So we're excited to be able to offer some of this stuff. You know, and right now grant money is what is providing all the extras.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
In order to have story times online and in order to have the things that we want to do, we have to be able to bring money in. And this was such a great opportunity. And we are really proud that we've been able to present an idea worthy of that kind of funding. So yay for us.
Yeah, really looking forward to sharing this documentary series with everybody. It'll be fun and learning and talk about it, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and we saw this as an opportunity, and right now that's, you know, we have to look for the opportunities where we can find them. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be super awesome. We're going to be able to open up all kinds of great dialogue in the community.
Yeah.
And, you know, talk about things that maybe aren't so easy to talk about as a community. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. As always, thank you very much, Penny, for sharing all the fantastic stuff that's going on at the library. See you, everybody.
Bye.